Well, hi, good morning. Thank you for joining me. In my shop today is August 11th. I wasn't in my shop yesterday. Took the day off from shop work. And today is another super hot day here, at least for this area of the world. 35 degrees is the forecast here with high humidity. So it has a feel-like temperature of 40, 41, 42. It's very, very hot for here, and it's most of Canada. And there is forest fires, one fire anyway, burning not too far away. I wish it was further away. I'm not exactly sure how far, 100 kilometers or something like that. I'm not sure. But fires are burning all across Canada. Boy. Okay, so today I am going to take this box out, take the turret out, replace some capacitors, and get through this. One of you sent me an email and just a couple days ago and reminded me that this ain't my first rodeo. I've done one of these about 5 years ago, and I went through the whole process, removing the tuner box here. Well, no, actually I didn't completely remove the tuner box. I looked at my video a little bit, and the tuner box was only part way out of the radio. I don't know why I did that exactly, but I did. I'm liable to take the whole thing out this time, probably trying to avoid disconnecting some wires or something. I don't know why I did it that way, but I did. And I did it successfully, so I'm encouraged here to do this one now. So far this morning, before turning the cameras on, I used my cell phone and photographed the wires here very carefully and make sure I've got a good images of them so I can restore it. And interestingly, I was examining this up here. This is the spring that controls the this plate, which slides across here, and then different colors are revealed through the through the windows that are in the that are in here. These windows here. Okay. So one of the things I'm concerned about is putting this back together. Taking it apart, yeah, that's not so hard. It's putting it back together that's the challenge. And what about this guy here? This wheel down here with the string around it. So interestingly, I was looking for where the string is kind of connected to the wheel, so the string cannot slip relative to the wheel. And there is no such connection. One end of the string is here, and the other one is up in here. Cannot be. So because this doesn't lock to the string, this plate can get out of sync with the turret, and that's what I think has happened in this radio. A little bit of the confusion that I was experiencing early on. I think the plate is in the wrong place. Not sure of that. So I have a couple options here. One is to just not worry about the string and refit it on afterwards, which I think is probably the best option. I was all wrung out about this string, but in fact this doesn't have to be, oh, I take that back. Oh, son of a gun. So I convinced myself quickly this morning that this string wouldn't get involved, but of course it will. Oh, I was kind of happy. I'm not so happy now. Wow, how did I ever manage to do this before? And it's all on video, so if I cared to, I could sit and watch it. I think you just have to let the strings fall as they may, and then try to replace them afterwards. Now again, the string around here, is it terminating in the wheel? Yes, you can see the two terminations here. Oh boy, am I ever anxious about this. I probably did it in the first radio, not realizing how bad it might get. Uh-oh, are we still on? Because my cat just walked on my keyboard. Yeah, still going. Oh man. I'm just hoping for some easy way to avoid all these problems, but I don't see it. I don't see it. If I can move the string onto something temporary here, I can't see doing that. Disconnecting the wheel. I can't see doing that either. I should have watched my other video, but that would kind of ruin the fun here. Okay, let's start by. I know what we should do first is look at the other end of the wires that I have to desolder, and maybe. Bunch of pop. Okay, wires coming in, so there's this one, why this exceptionally long one here? Just coming up to this terminal, so this unnecessarily long wires coming here. That's 3 of them. Now there's another one here, and a yellow one, hard to see, pressed up against the chassis, comes up here. Up on top. You can't be desoldering them up in here. There's no access. So I don't recall this. I can recall having the tuner hanging on the side of the radio, and I can watch myself do some of the work. I can remember all that. I think when I first started on this radio this time around, I couldn't remember putting the tuner box on my bench because I never did do that, and that's why I kind of forgot I had actually done this once. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the wires and remove the strings, and take out the screws, and the whole thing will come out. Okay, I've got 5 wires disconnected here. The next thing will be to dismount the string. You know what I could do here? Maybe I should try to take the string off this wheel, and then it could fall off of here, and then fall off everywhere else. Maybe I can fix it onto here with a bit of tape. And likewise over on this side. Where is it? It's here. No, this is for the this is for this plate. There. Boy. And then it terminates. They terminate right here. Wow. Just dismount it and worry about it all later. I think that's kind of how it's going to have to be. Where's the spring on this? There's no spring here. Where's it getting its spring from? Over in here. Up at the other end here, there's a tension string here. Spring here. Phooey on that. Okay, another way. Dismount off one of these. kind of wheels, not this one though. And that'll take all the tension out of it. There's one here. I dismount it from this wheel, all the tension will come off this string, and then it's all going to fall everywhere. I can't help what's going to happen here. Maybe I can stop it from becoming a mess up here. Just put some tape on it like that. And the rest of it can fall wherever it wants, and I won't worry about it anymore. That would be the plan. Kind of trying to limit the destruction here. I shouldn't really say destruction, but it's even going to work. I doubt that's going to have much of an effect. There we are. Okay, so we'll take it off of here to eliminate the tension. Not loosening up here. Come. Why did it loosen up? Talking about this part of the string here. What could possibly be keeping it tense? Oh. There. Okay, off the hooks, guys. I should have marked these one end or the other. Not that it's... Okay, I'm going to mark this one. Put a little tape on it. Put a little bit of tape here. And that might help me in the end. Maybe not. Okay, strings are off. Time for the screws to come out. I believe they're the big... So back here it looks like there are two flatheads. But in the front it looks like two Roberts. Kind of weird that they would do that. Yes, definitely the Roberts in the front. Yep, definitely. Okay. I think it's a green. I never loosened this lower string. Photograph that. I may not have. Yeah, hopefully I did somewhere. Yes, it's not the taking apart. It's the putting back together. Come out here. Okay, let's stop right there for a moment. I've got to do an Allen key on this guy here. Gotta find my Allen keys. What did I do with them? Okay, found an Allen key. Let's try them here. So is that the right size? Boy, it's just a wee bit loose. It wasn't loose this way. The end of this one might be ruined. Round it off a little bit. Didn't look much different than the other end. Maybe I didn't get it seated all the way. Boy, there's just that much play in it. I don't know. Let's see more. Not sure I'm gonna have anything that's ever so slightly bigger. Maybe this is a millimeter inches problem, maybe. Oh man, I don't know what to do here. No, I'm sure that's too big. Well, put this in the end that feels better. And the limit was my ability to twist this, so I'll put a tool on it. Let me change this. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Oh. It's probably going to be stuck on the shaft. Pull this out quite a ways. Now the Allen key's off, but how do I get this off the shaft? Problems at every turn. I'm looking at the shaft and the sleeve around it, and I'm just looking for any movement. There's nothing going on there. Oh, wait a minute, it's loose. Is there another Allen? There's another Allen key. Oh, okay, so we got to turn the tumbler now. Can I guess I could just turn it by hand here. There's the other key. Not lining up very good with the slot here. Wait a minute, what is that? That's not a key. That's a split sleeve driven in. It's definitely a screw on the other side. Oh, driven into what? Driven into what? Let's take a look together and see what we can see here. Force the focus on this camera because it's It's got too much of a mind of its own. Just bear with me a moment here. So I'm just, as I've done so many times, getting the dialog box up for the camera off with the automatic focus. Set it like that. Okay. More light, please. It looks like, you know, like a cotter pin sort of thing, only it's not a cotter pin. But you can see the screw. It's clearly a screw down there, and there's a flat side. Why would they have that? Why would they have that there? It's nothing. What if it's just nothing? Why did they put it there? So you only need one set screw to drive into the flat spot on the shaft. You don't need another one. It's partially sticking out. Very partially sticking out. I think it's nothing. Let's try this now. Can this... Put the camera down here. Can we make the shaft and the sleeve turn relative to each other? Yes. Okay, so what's the problem? Why can't it just come out? It's loose. Is it coming out? Maybe it's coming out. No. That's a good question now. What's going on with that pin thing? Well, I'm going to stop for a minute. I think my coffee must be made by now. Okay, before I go for coffee, let's poke around at this thing a little bit. Why would they do this? Why would they? It looks like a screw from here, doesn't it? It really does look like a split sleeve has been jammed in there. For what purpose? And there's a there's a slot in here for this. But you would expect another Allen key to be in there, like an Allen screw rather, to be in there. I don't know. I don't know what the heck it is. Try and put a screwdriver on it. Can't get any grip. I don't know that has anything to do with this being stuck on the shaft. It's probably stuck on the shaft just because it's stuck on the shaft. Okay. Yeah, coffee would be a good idea. Okay, here's a question. How come I can turn this on the shaft, but only this amount? Maybe I should take that Allen screw right out of there. Windows Defender summary. No viruses found. This isn't the right. This isn't the right one. Uh-oh. What did I do with the right one? Here it is. Way over here. Still limited, so you gotta assume it's limited by that other piece. Should I put a drill in it and try to pull it out? Catch it? I don't think that'll work. I suppose you can hear my cat walking around on the keyboard over here. She's not typing emails. Well, because it's loose, it's got to be this pin. What was somebody thinking? How did that get in there? How am I supposed to get it out? Yikes. I still don't really know what it is. It sure seems to be designed for a flathead screw driver. Let's try this one here again. No, it's not. No, it's a split sleeve. It's split on one side. I better do something with this or I'm going to lose it. Uh-oh, I think the cat is going on his microphone tour today. There you go. There you go. Whoa! Oh boy. Good thing they got 4 feet. Here he comes. Yes, we gotta check the microphone here. I knew it. That's what he's here for. Is everything okay up there? Is it checking out? Are you trying to clean your teeth on the chain there? What are you doing? Okay, don't get too carried away. I have no idea why he enjoys doing this. Okay, man, you're done. You're done now. That's over. You're finished. Okay, you've done enough. It's all finished. Your head's okay now. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to find some kind of toy to throw. What about this thing? I've never seen this before. What about this? Go for it, man. No, microphone's better. Come on, you gotta come down now because I want to get on with my work and I can't while you're up there. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud. This must sound wonderful in the video. You know, I don't wear headphones and I don't listen to what's actually being recorded. Come around, come down. Yes, come down this way. Come this way. Come this way. That makes space for you. Come on. Keep coming. Keep coming forward. Follow the rhinoceros. It's a flying rhinoceros. You've never seen one of those before, have you? Come on, it's going all the way out here. You can bite its horn. Come on. He's wondering what is wrong with that guy. That's what he's wondering. He's gone crazy. The human's gone crazy. I can't grab him from up there because he's well, I can almost grab him. Okay, let's try it. You waiting for an elevator ride here? Helicopter ride. Ready? Coming in for you. what can I tell you? He's better than the radios. He's more fun than working on radios. Aren't you, Bert? Okay, he wants to go down. Good. Go down and out the door. Go see that thing. Yeah, that's it. Okay. He's checking out the rhinoceros now. Good for him. Okay, back to what we're doing. He's outside. So I can't seem to move this way at all. Now I can see it's this wheel is rotating, but the pin or whatever that is not. It's sitting firmly positioned. I still haven't dealt with this. How to deal with this? So it looks like if you could compress it slightly, it would come out. Maybe that's the trick. Get in there with something. I tried these, but they're... I got a cutting action to them. It's a very pointed. Hear that sound? That's an electric fish toy for the cats. It's a flipping fish out there. You know, I get a grip on it. How are you lifting it out? Who drove that in there, and why did they do this? And is it really the problem? It must be. Is it a broken Allen key? Is that really, or Allen screw? Is that really what that is? How could you break something like that? How could you break something like this? How could you break it inside? You couldn't. It has to be a pin driven in. A sleeve driven in. Just the right size drill to go down in it and get a grip and pull it out. And the thing about putting the drill in is it's going to cause it to squeeze out. And, you know, a drill that small. Where have I got drills that small? Wow. What is it made of? It's made of metal. I should be able to grab it with this cutter and squeeze it a little bit. I can't lift the cutters up because they're jammed, so I'm getting it. I think I'm pulling on the thing, but I'm just running into this edge with the tool here. This isn't working. A little bit at a time. Come on. That's clearly holding it. Let me show you. Solid as can be on it. How can that be solid? If you look at the shaft, you see they've got a flat spot that the Allen screw goes into. What's this other thing going into? Why would they do that? Look how the shaft is not absolutely centered. Or that's just a shadow. That's just a shadow. Just a shadow. Fish is taking a beating out there. Oh my gosh. Oh boy, oh boy. there's the fish. I just finished flipping. When I opened my door, I scared the bejesus out of the cats, and they ran for it. Come play with the fish. Okay, I have to demonstrate the fish now, since they won't. Crazy. I guess maybe I should use the fish to defend the shop, because the fish appears to have scared the cats away. So I could bring the fish in here and let it flip around whenever I want the cats to go. It's probably driven in there. And if there's a receiving hole drilled in the shaft, and this has been driven into the shaft, and it's a split sleeve, I mean, it's pounded into the shaft, and it's right in there. How are you supposed to get it out? Or am I missing something entirely, and you don't need to take it out? I can't believe that. You can't really do anything. This piece of metal here is not part of the box. The metal box is back in here, and the box is slotted so this can come out through the slots with the shaft sticking out. But this is not slotted. Jeepers creepers, how can you do this? I'm afraid if I continue with this, I'm reshaping the metal into something like that, make it even harder to grab. Drill it right out. Just drill it out. Just get in there and drill the thing right out. Well, that's a messy operation too, and I don't think it comes with lots of guarantees. Let me find some fine drills and see if I can kind of get in there and get I don't know, even rotating that. Can I rotate that piece? I tried with a screwdriver, it didn't go anywhere. Oh my gosh. Thought in desperation I'd read the instructions. Right down here, remove tuner from chassis. Step F. Remove large gear and pulley assembly by removing 2 Allen head set screws. Well, what if that thing that I think is a split sleeve is really an Allen head set screw, and it's just, I don't know, weird at the top? Boy, okay, well, that's it. I looked at all the diagrams, and none of them show anything about this, but there is that statement: 2 Allen head set screws. Allen head. Why did they capitalize the H? I can understand Allen, that's some guy's name. Was his name Allen Head? His name was Allen Head Set Screws. Okay, let's find that out. Why not? Why not? Because we're not doing anything else here of any use. Okay, I'm going to turn on the voice here. Something went wrong. I know it never wants to connect here like that, so we'll type it in. I can't talk to it. Say, are Allen head screws named, oh, for crying out, don't have my keyboard on here. Let's try it again. I'm typing down here. Here we are. Are Allen head screws named after Allen head? No. Named after a person. They aren't named after a person, named after the Allen Manufacturing Company. Okay. But I bet you that company was, yeah, here you are. Bill Allen. Okay. Allen safety set screw. Allen key. Hexagonal. Allen wrench. Allen head might sound like a person. It's actually a brand legacy. Kind of like how Kleenex. Okay. Okay. There's no Mr. Allen head. Okay. That doesn't help much. I think what I'll try and do, we'll pretend it's an Allen head screw and see what happens. Just gotta wash my hands here just 1 second. I don't know how many times I've washed my hand while I work on this. Okay, so we're gonna lose this screw unless I do something smart with it. Oh no, I have to do something smart. Put it in my pocket. Now that would be the stupidest thing going. Well, I'm going to drop it in the tray of parts from this radio. If I can find the tray of parts. Oh, here it is. It's covered up. That's why. There we go. She's in the tray with everything else. Okay. Maybe I made much ado about nothing. Let's go put this in here. Put this in here. It's not going in there. Nowhere's near it. This is not an Allen key. It's just not. It's a it's a split sleeve. Someone's pounded in there. Oh my gosh. Typically an Allen key, like here they've got a flat edge. So the Allen key is coming up and hitting the flat edge. And then what they want to prevent is any play in here, so they have a second one coming in at right angles. So this one coming up catches the flat side and locks the wheel. And this one comes in and pins it against the shaft, so there's no play at all. They get the two 90-degree set screws going in there. Would this one sink down into the shaft? It can't sink down into it because the shaft moves relative to the gear. So what is it doing? It's held somehow because it's not moving. And that clicking is the wheel clicking against the pin. Yeah, what's it like to be stuck? It's like this. You could drive a threaded screw into it, get a grip, and pull it out. But again, the screw would apply pressure. It's kind of counterproductive. Smaller Allen key. I think I have one here. So this is the kind of thing that happens when you work on these old radios, or anything old like that. The main thing you might think, oh, vacuum tubes and stuff like that. Well, that went in quite a ways, but there's no grip whatsoever. Look how far in it went. How far in did it go? I'll use some tape. I have some tape here. Hello, tape. Calling tape. I don't know if this is going to work. It's not going to work. I'm trying to mark it. Can't do it. Just pull it out. Oh my gosh, that almost went right through the whole pin, the whole shaft. Let's try that again. Put the tape on now. Okay, it's way up there. It came out the other side. Came out the other side. I can drive the pin out.
but you can't get at it. It goes right through the shaft. Well, that's why this is a but they call it an Allen key. I just put this right through. If I have a flat spot, you have to have an actual shaft, like a hole drilled through here. What are they doing? What are you doing? Bang it down through this way. Bang it out the other end, but it can't come through. Wow, this is dumb. Okay, I got a little more to think about here. It goes all the way through. Okay, let's see what we can see of this other end. So there's the one end of the pin. And I think you can actually see the other end in that hole there. Maybe not. So the hole to the right is the one that the Allen screw came out of. It almost looks like there's something in there, but there's nothing. What could I get in there that would push the pin out? I can't imagine. I did find a small drill. It's too small. It went right through. So I'll continue looking for some kind of drill. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'd like to see if this is really a split sleeve and it's split all the way through to the other end. I'm going to try to do that by looking at light down through this camera. Whoops, wrong camera on the screen. Yeah, it's not quite right here. Try it like this. I think you can see that the split goes all the way through. Pretty clear. So it is. It's just a split sleeve in there. And it really has to be hammered out. I mean, this is the way you would normally tap something like that out. I have to tap it from the backside because it can't come out and run into this piece here. It's got to come out through the opening. I got to bang it from this side. How can you do that? I'd have to like drill a porthole through here to put a tool in. Is there already a hole there? There isn't already a hole there, is there? No, there's not. I have to put one in there. Wait a minute. Did I look in the right spot there? I think that's a piece of dirt I'm seeing. Yeah, there's no hole. There's no hole. There's no hole, Jim. I'm drilling a hole through this. You know, this is where the string runs right over the surface. I mean, you got a hole there with some sharp edges. I guess I can fix that easy enough. I have to drill a hole and then bring a tool up into here and bang it out. Surely to goodness there's a better way. Why don't I have like a tool bent like this, only different size? Get it in there and tap away on it. What could do that? Can't even get it in the hole. There. A little tool with a little tiny piece. I'd have to have a series of them, the longer and longer pieces. Try to work it in there. What have I got like that? I don't know offhand. What have I got that would be like that? It'd have to be very rigid too. Well, okay, coffee. Okay, I'm working with two ideas here in my head. One is take a bunch of these Allen wrenches. I have so many. Find a couple that I can alter. Cut this smaller. I can fit it in and start working the pin out. That's one idea. Another idea is to fish for very exact sizes of screws, exactly right size, that can be wedged in there, maybe held something like, I mean this is totally wrong of course, maybe a tiny little screw. You just kind of push it in and wedge it in. There's not much space in there, is there? I mean, this is ridiculous, but if I had a tiny little screw of just the right dimensions, you could potentially wedge it in, get a slightly bigger screw, wedge it in, and just keep doing that until this pin comes out. That's also kind of that's my two ideas. That's the best I got right now. Drilling it out is actually becoming a much more realistic alternative, since we know it goes right through. Drill the crap out of it. That's probably where I'm going to end up going. Okay, so I found a stiff piece of metal here that I think I can probably bend into the wedging tool I've been talking about. I'm not sure the dimensions I need to make this. Ooh, very stiff metal. Good. The idea is get in here and then wedge this out. Well, I realize that I only have to get this to come out a couple millimeters, and then I can probably grab it with the tool and pull it. Well, that went right in. Doesn't doing much though. I don't know for sure the pin is all the way here where I can get at it. That's exactly the... Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Looks like the only alternative, or the only option I really have, is to drill it. Bring a big drill in here. I need a drill bit this long, because I can't get the drill, you know, down into here. It's too big. Is it right here? It's right here. It's ready to go, in fact. Well, actually this drill is just about the right size too. What happens if you do this? Just do a little bit. Just a little bit. That's not my drilling. I'm drilling probably hard steel. If I'm drilling away what little bit is exposed here. Not a good plan. Not a good plan unless you're going to go all the way. If I drive it this way and then try to drive it back, I try to get it to loosen up. What a situation. Try this again, because this would work really nice if it worked. This would work good if it worked good. If I can rotate the pin a bit. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. The only decent grabbing pliers I got are these big ones, and I don't know if they'll go in there. No, they really can't fit. If we're going to drill it, we want to drill it with a small drill that will kind of hollow the thing out, as opposed to drilling it entirely out, you know, drilling it all away. Okay, I gotta think about this a little bit. What about a Dremel tool? Could that help somehow? Okay, I've got a series of drill bits here. I'm going to work my way through them. Let's start with that. This is going to interfere with this edge here. Let's see what happens. Because I haven't got much of the. Did it break the tip of the drill off? No. Yeah. I think I broke the tip of the drill. Yeah. Where'd it go? Did it get stuck inside? Maybe it was broken from the start. Okay, that didn't go well. That's one down. Try another one. Sink it in just a little bit deeper so it doesn't turn. I don't like doing this at all. Coming in at a funny angle and everything. This is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. Bad, 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 bad. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Wow. Well, if I turn this up, I can shorten the distance to the edge here. I just snap this one more over. Hard to grip a small drill. In fact, you know what I could do here? I can set up the other camera. We get a close look at what's really happening. That would be a good idea. Put that there. Let's use this. Okay, and I have to adjust the focus here. Okay. Now, I don't know if we can really see much better, but let's give it a go here. Okay, everybody hold still. Don't think I'm getting anywhere. You know what? This is not going to work out, I don't think. To push pretty hard on it to get the drill to go in there, and it's a very, very small drill bit. It's going to break, like the last one did. starting with too big a drill. Well, I only have one size smaller, and this size goes right through. It won't drill anything. Right through. You know what? It goes right through and marks the exact spot on the other end where you'd have to drill a hole in order to put something back in to knock out the. Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Drill here. How can I get the drill in? I can't get the drill in. It's a good idea, but I can't do it. And drilling from the other way is just as bad. I can fit a drill in here. I got this in the way. Should take the tuner out first. Well, you can't see what I'm seeing. You're looking at the close-up. Yeah. See, I can't put the drill here. I have other drills. Do I have a drill that would be somehow different than this one? This one. I got a Dremel tool. Ah, good. No, Dremel tool. Well, it also is fairly large at the head. And so this is marking where to drill a hole in order to put a thing through, a pusher to push out the pin. Yeah, if you drill a hole big enough here, you can push the pin through this way and right out the hole. I don't know for sure I can push the pin through. I just think I can. I probably can. Push the pin through and cut it. Push it through and cut it. Push it through until there's no more to cut. That's another approach. How would you cut it? You have to get a Dremel in here, and that's pretty tough. I don't know if you could Dremel that and cut it. Cut it with a pair of cutters. Heavy duty cutters are kind of large. Oh, it could do it. Yeah, it could do it. Push it through, cut it. Pretty tough cutting. This is probably hard steel in there. If I push it through, when I go to cut, I can't cut it. What do you do then? You drink coffee. You would drink coffee at that point. How can I find out if I can cut it? Well, I was kind of injuring it a bit with this. Can't get this in very far, so you'd be cutting out here where the power's low instead of way in here where the power's really high. Trying to cut through a hard metal. I'm only so strong. I'm just thinking, potentially this is a one-way trip. You hammer the thing through, and then you just into a new problem, maybe worse than the old problem. If you were to drill out a hole here, push the thing right through and out the hole. Wouldn't have to worry about trying to cut it. You would have it available to stick back in. Drill a hole through that. Okay, let's look at the practicality of doing that. At this point I might have to desolder the wires from the speaker and just get it right out of here. Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the speaker right out of the way. Okay, I just cut the wires off the speaker. If you notice on this side I've left a little wee bit of a wire, the orange and the black. That's to remind me where those wires go when I go to put it back together, even though I photographed it quite thoroughly also. Okay, now we got a much clearer view of things here. Sorry, I took this string off way earlier. A little too early. Okay, can we drill it? That's the question. Can we drill this? Can we get in here? Can we drill this very precisely or I'm going to need a really big hole. Seems pretty lined up, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's a round surface, and it's around this way, it's around every which way. The drill's going to walk every time I try to use it. Normally you would dimple the metal, you know, with a punch or something like that, but I don't think I can do that. I'm going to be very careful. I'm using a big tool here up against the radio. I can be doing something and not even know it. Doing something bad and not even knowing it. What if I turn this so it's more like this? If I get more in here, that's better. Like that a little bit better. All these strings. What am I doing? What are you doing, Jeff? This seems perfectly lined up here. Okay, just dimple it a bit. Don't walk. Oh, it's walking all over the place. Don't walk. Here we go. Hardly a dent. Hardly a dent. Just on the whim that somehow was a dull drill bit. Don't know how that could be. And I got to start with a smaller one. Okay, right in the spot. Anything getting smashed? Nope. Went through. How close did we get to lining it up? Right through. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, now I think what I want to do is make this hole bigger, because I have to put through a bigger drill so I can push the thing out. So we need another drill here. You know, if I woke up this morning and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drill a hole in that radio. I don't think I would have believed it. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Oh, rolling the wrong thing there, Jim. That didn't take much. Soft metal. Now, put something through that will push out the, can I get this in here? I can only put in the same size drill I just used. Go up a size. Didn't I use this? There it is. Okay, the moment of truth. I'm going to use my high school hammer I made in high school. If you lived in Ontario and you're roughly my age, you got one of these if you took machine shop in high school. Is anything moving? Let's put the camera on the other side so we can see. You can see it come out. Oh boy. I'm going to be sending shocks through this radio while I'm hammering on it, but you know what else can you do? That guy's got to come out. You must come out. Okay. Is it coming out? It's coming out. It's out. Ho, 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 ho. How do you like that? Here it is. Let's take a look at what it is. That ain't no Allen screw. Okay, pull this guy out. We should be able to pull this off. Oh, change the camera, change the camera. Okay, I'm gonna pull this out now. Come on, don't mess around. Don't you mess around. Now it should be spinnable on the shaft. Ta-da! Supposedly that's a good thing. I took this off. It's only good if I can get it back on. Yeah, there's a hole right through there. Very odd, and it says to Allen. Allen. I'm looking for threads inside the. Yeah, it's threaded. It's threaded on both sides. Okay, now there's some clips that have to be released. It's holding this in. You can see the clip right there. How do you manage to do this with it in here? You take the screws out at this point, I think. So I've taken the two out the front. I'll take the two out the back. And get into even worse trouble here. The roar you're hearing is my house air conditioner running. Oh, this is really not even tight. Oh, that was not tight. What strange? Why do they use these strange screws? It's not really a screw, it's like a post. I don't know. Assembly issue? So this makes it easier to assemble? Also going through rubber here or plastic. I need another screw container. Too many screws coming out of this thing. Okay, all screws are out. String is off. The whole thing should be just ready to come out. Then you release these after you take this out. Oh, I didn't desolder these up here. Oops. You can see I'm feeling a lot better now. Here, I don't want to burn. Okay. Two are off. Now there's one more. Oh, no, I've got the brown one off from down below, I think. Where's this one going? Let me see. Yeah, I did not get this wire. This is a brown one tucked way up in here. Where's it going? It's going to this terminal there. Just get a picture of that. I bring my phone too close to the cameras and the stuff, you'll start hearing the transmissions from the phone. Let me point to it. There we go. Try to remember to not have my phone in here anywhere close to this stuff. Okay, I'm going to nip it from here. How's this supposed to come out now? It should come out the top. Supposed to lift the box off the box. See, that shaft is still sticking through here, and it's not easy to just pull it out. Can't lift the box up. You can lift it up if the clips were undone. If these clips were undone. This side's right out there. Let's do this one. Pretty strong clip. Just going to lose it. So I'm going to put it in the bag, the box. Yeah, the idea is to lift the box off this thing. I think that's the idea. Why wouldn't it lift up? Oh, I didn't get the other clip off, that's why. Okay, well it's right here. Got it exposed here for some reason. I don't know if I can get it off because of the way this is jammed in here. This thing is moved. Yeah. Okay, pop this off. Oops. Try again. Oh, don't fall over. Hang on tight. Man, I was holding the whole radio by the end of this pliers there for a moment. Scary stuff. Okay, so we got this thing laying on the tuner. Just give me a little bit of clearance there. Like that. Okay, everybody stand still. Nobody make a move. Okay. Got that off. Should kind of almost fall out. The little clip. Careful, man. Almost lost the radio again. Okay. This comes up. It can't come up because of this front plate. Right. We're leaving this behind. Yeah, we're leaving this behind. Pull this down. Pull this down. Pull this out. Shove this back. She's coming out. Wire's caught. Voila! The whole shebang is apart. This is a really good thing. Just look inside here. Just look at the number of parts inside here. You can see in there. They all look like very high quality, reliable parts. But look, there's coils in here and everything. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. Now we're gonna look inside here and find out, are there bumblebee capacitors in there? Well, it's full of molded capacitors. And those capacitors are probably a little more reliable than the ordinary waxed capacitors, but not much. I was very nervous because I whoops, I could see in these. And I started thinking, oh my gosh, this thing's full of highly reliable capacitors. There's nothing in there to be found. But in fact, yeah. So those got to be changed. Out. That's for tomorrow, because I've had enough today. Once again, I'm feeling a sense of success. Am I walking around pulling this string everywhere? I am. I have a sense of success here, so I'm going to leave it like that. And there we go. Thanks a lot for watching. It's been a crazy thing, but what, the real challenge though is putting it all back together afterwards. Thanks a lot for watching. You have a great day, because I'm going to have a great day. See ya.